Ryan Little.
Japan.
Okay, so I'm out here now just having a bit of a play with the new GoPro 7. This is the first time I've taken it outside and really actually recorded anything on it, and I've got to say I'm really impressed. I've just played back a couple of the things I've been doing on the phone. I did notice that it won't preview when you're shooting at 100 frames a second, which I was just accidentally doing, but at 20 frames a second it's absolutely fine. The color and everything I'm seeing is pretty awesome. I've got ProTune turned on, I've got the audio on wind. It should be shooting a flat image. I'll double check those settings in a second, but yeah, the saturation and richness I'm seeing is excellent. I've turned the sharpening and all that sort of stuff off so that I've got control over that later. Really looking forward to getting this back. I've done a couple of time lapses and hyperlapses as well. I'll play with those, and I'm just standing here in a bit of bush at the moment, so it's out of the wind because there is a bit of a breeze. It is still microphones on the camera, and actually let's just take it out into the breeze a bit and have a bit of a listen and see if it does pick up any wind noise. I've got the correction sitting on auto, so it'll switch between stereo and wind removal all by itself. I've always been really impressed with what GoPros can do, say on a motorbike, with all the air rushing past, and just uses the extrapolation between the microphones to keep the motorbike sound but get rid of the wind noise, and the science that they put behind that is pretty awesome, I've got to say. Anyway, I'm going to continue my walk now and see what else I can see, get some nice shots.
How are you today?
Not too bad. Well, okay, that's my first walk with the GoPro. I've got to say, I'm pretty damn impressed with it, really. Can't wait to get back and actually have a look at the footage and see what it does. And just realised I've got this on the 15 seconds. The short shot mode is quite a neat little feature. It lets you hit the go button and it'll run for either 15 seconds or 30 seconds, whichever you set it for, and then turn itself off. That way you don't accidentally leave the damn thing running for hours on end. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for right now. I'll have to get this back and let's have a look at the footage and see how it comes out. Okay, so I'm back from my walk now, and I've had a really good play with the footage that I got off the GoPro 7 while I was messing around with it. I have to say I'm really impressed with what it can do. I've also been out and done a few night things with it as well. I haven't put those on here, but yeah, once again, what I got out of the GoPro 7 for dark shots, and some of it really dark shots, really impressed me, particularly the photo stuff. One thing I do have to say though, and this goes for all of the GoPros, is they are small cameras, they've got a small lens, and they are struggling a bit, and there's a lot of settings and stuff on there, and you need to make sure you get what you need right for the shoot that you're doing. And also remember that you can't push such a small camera to do things it's just not designed to do. So if you are shooting something it doesn't come out right and you haven't got the settings right, don't blame the camera. You know, maybe you don't have the right camera for the job. On saying that, what it did do was far better than I expected, and I'm going out to help out a film crew tomorrow night, and that's going to be some dark shots, some night shots. It's a really low lit set and everything like that, so I'm going to do some behind the scenes stuff and try and sneak some footage in there, and it's going to be really interesting to see what I can get out of that. Once I've done a couple more of these, I will put together some of the best setting combinations I've found for different lighting conditions, which is something I imagine a lot of people are going to be looking for fairly quickly off the GoPro 7. Why go and research that and invent it all yourself when you can just look it up from people like me on YouTube, which is fair enough. I kind of like doing it and save you guys a heap of time. So I will do that shortly and post that up. In the meantime, I hope this was being useful to you. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button down the bottom. Thanks for sticking all the way through. It really means a lot to everybody on YouTube. When you watch all the way through a video, it's awesome. And subscribe so that you don't miss out on the other videos I'm going to be putting up about the GoPro 7 and a lot of other cameras. I'm also going to be going back and having a look at more things with the earlier GoPros as well. Okay, I'll see you later. Have a good one. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. One of the really great things about the GoPro is that because it's so small and portable, you've almost always got one of the 10 or 11, 12 GoPros that you own on you at any time. So when the cameras that you've leased out to a crew don't come back in time, and you suddenly don't realize you don't have your vlogging camera with you, you can always grab the GoPro and do this with this, and I've got the Rode Video Micro mic on here as well, so we'll make sure that the audio works at last. Hey GoPro, if you are watching this, what would be really awesome is just to have sort of a 1 pixel line for an audio meter along the bottom. We know that you do a lot of post-processing with audio and stuff like that in the GoPro anyway, so just having a 1 pixel line to show the decibel level would be awesome.